Hello students, very good morning to you all. In today's class, I teach you how to answer these questions in an examination. You may get this question in the preparatory test 1 examination. The first question is like this, with a neat diagram. That means you need to draw the neat diagram that represents the basic structure of a computer system. As you learned already, you need to draw the input unit compulsory. You need to draw the processing unit or the system unit compulsory, and you need to draw the output unit also. Okay, and as you know already, the processing unit contains the memory unit, as well as it includes the arithmetical and logical unit, as well as it includes control unit. And if you draw the diagram, you may get 1 marks. Okay, if you draw the diagram, you may get 1 marks. With labeling, you may get 2 marks. Okay, draw the diagram and label it. And if you explain input unit, you may get 2 marks. And if you explain output unit, you may get 2 marks. And if you explain the system unit, you may get 6 marks. Why 6 marks? That question arises in our mind. If you explain MU, you get 2. And if you explain ALU, you get 2. If you explain CU, you get 2. That's why don't forget to explain all these things so that you can get good marks in examination. Okay, this is what all about the first question. Second one is list and discuss in brief input and output devices. That means if you list out the input devices like keyboard, and one more is mouse, one more is stylus, and one more is OCR reader, and one more is OMR reader, and you can write n number of things like this. If you list, you get just 1 marks. That's why write few points about keyboard, write few points about mouse, stylus pen, OCR reader, touch screen, OMR reader. Don't forget to write at least few points. And similarly, you need to list out the output devices. Most commonly used output devices: monitor, different types of monitors we found, TFT monitors and LED monitors. In olden days, we were using CRT. Afterwards, what do we output devices? Printer. Okay, in printer we find dot matrix, and we find the laser printer today everywhere, and we find the inkjet also. Okay, if you list, you get less marks. Your duty is to explain about the more plotter is in big size. This one we use in industry. Don't list carries just 1 marks. If you explain about these things, you get good marks. This is what all about the second type of question. Third one is explain formatted IO functions with examples. As we know already, IO functions are classified into 2 types: formatted and unformatted. Formatted and unformatted. And as we know already, scanf, it will scan formatted data. Printf will print formatted data. What are IO functions? What are formatted IO functions? And if you answer this question, you get 1 marks. You get 1 marks. And explain scanf. Okay, don't forget, it may carry 0.5 marks for you. And very important thing is that syntax. Don't forget to write syntax. Syntax of scanf is must, and number of format specifiers. Then list of variables with ampersand sign. Don't forget semicolon. And explain here what do you mean by format specifiers. Format specifiers means already you know, that might be %d for integer, %f is for float, %c is for character, %s is for string, %u is for unsigned, %ld is for long integer, %sd is for short integer. And list of variables, valid identifiers, and ampersand represents address of. The student who explains all these things like this, that student get good marks. Similarly, write the syntax of printf. Once you read the syntax of scanf, don't forget to give many examples. For example, scanf, I am reading 3 means what? To find roots of a quadratic equation, we need 3 coefficients. And we are reading the value of A, we are reading the value of B, and we are reading the value of C. And why can't you define before you read the input? Like that, the student who explains with many points like this, he or she gets good marks in examination. Similarly, Don't forget to explain about the printf. What is printf? Carries marks, and syntax of printf is very important. If you want to write, you lose marks in examination. Printf, text message with format specifiers. Text message with format specifier, and list of variables. Ampersand will not come here. And explain the syntax, and don't forget to give the examples. Okay, syntax carry more marks. And if you explain, and if you write syntax or both, and if you give good examples, then you get good marks. Next one is write a C program to find area and perimeter of rectangle. How to write the program? First write a comment why you're writing the program. Okay. Next, hash include stdio.h. Yes, don't do any mistakes because machine will not understand. Afterwards, write void main. Next, opening bracket, how many variables we need, length we need, breadth we need, area we have to calculate, perimeter we have to calculate. Then printf, one message for users, enter length and breadth of rectangle. Afterwards, read. How to read? We know we are reading two values, percentage of, and where you store the length and where you store the breadth, and don't forget semicolon. And you have to calculate the area, length into breadth, and you have to calculate the perimeter. And already we know the formula, 2 into bracket L plus B. Okay, don't forget the multiplication here, and you have to print both the answers. Printf, cursor moves to next line, area of rectangle is so and so. Where is it? That is inside the A. Next, printf, where is the perimeter of rectangle? You can move the cursor to the next line, and perimeter of rectangle is percentage of, and that perimeter is available in the variable p, and the program completes. Don't do any mistakes because machine will not understand, and machine is not understanding means evaluator will not understand. That means you lose marks from examination. This is how to attempt the next question. Explain different types of computers. Oh, very nice question. Computers are classified into two types based on principle of working, how they are going to work. Principle of working. There we have in olden days, okay, today also we find analog computers, and afterwards digital computers. These were replaced with digital computers. These will make use of binary digits, and hybrid will make use of both. Explain about all the three. And based on size and their capacity, based on their size and storage capacity and processing speed, computers are classified into two types. Once again, computers for individual user. Okay, one person is using individual user, and computers for multiple users. Computers for multiple users means computer networking is there. At once many users are working. Computers for only one user, that is what we call desktop and laptop and tablet PC, and even our smartphone is also a computer for individual user. And list out all and explain few points important. And computers for multiple users, already we know mini computers, which is huge in size in comparison with these things, and processing speed is also high, and we used to solve very complex problems. And mainframe computers and supercomputers involves in solving very complex problems. Even weather reports we get because supercomputers are working behind those things. Okay, like that you have to list out and explain the important points about types of computers. What is a token? Oh, what are C tokens? List out and explain brief. C tokens are the smallest individual units of C program. We cannot write C program without these things. That's the smallest component which cannot be further divided. If you answer, you get 1 marks. If you list out keywords, identifiers, constants, strings, operators, and special symbols, if you list, you get 1 marks. Explain keywords. Keywords are the reserved words. These are having fixed meaning for machine. We write all the keywords in lowercase. ANSIC has 32 keywords. Keywords cannot be used as identifiers. And give examples: if, while, for, do, switch, case, default, register, auto, static. Give examples. You get good marks. Identifiers, name of different programming elements. Okay. Variables are variable names of variables are identifiers, names of arrays, names of functions, names of structure, names of union, all the names of the programming elements. Constants, we cannot change these values. We find two types of constants, numerical and non-numerical. Numerical means integer constants and floating point numbers, and string constants and character constants. String is a sequence of characters enclosed in double quotation mark that will be treated as a single entity that ends with a null value. Operators, so we cannot solve problems. Operators plays very important role to write expressions. Answer equals to a plus b. A and b are the operand, plus is the operator. We discussed three types of operators, and first one unary operators, second one are binary operators, last one is tertiary operator. Explain about all the three. Special symbols: hash, comma, semicolon, colon, single quote, double quote, asterisk sign, square brackets, flower brackets. Write all these things. Very good. Structure of a C program. What is structure of C program? The rules whichever the programmer will use to write C program, that can be called as structure of C program, or the format followed by the C programmer to write C program can be called as structure of C program. First documentation part will come, then preprocessor part will come, then global declaration part will come. Every C program includes the main functions. If you write int, then only write return 0. It returns 0 to the operating system. If you write void, no need to return 0. Main is must. Semicolon will not come. It has two parts. Declaration part, we used to allocate the memory. Executable part, it contains instructions for input, process and output. Allocate the memory. Read the data, read raw data, process and show the result or transmit to the secondary memory. The program completes. If the given problem is complex, divide that one into n number of subprograms. Those subprograms are called user-defined functions. We write after the main. Not only after the main, you can write above the main also. This is what we call structure of C program. If you answer what is structure of C program, you get 1 marks. If you list this structure, you get 2 marks. Explain documentation part, we used to write comment lines to include header files and symbolic constants, to define global variables as well as to define functions. Declaration of functions will be done here, and every C program contains only one main function. Here declaration part we allocate the memory, we define the variable, and we input and we process and we show the result, and the program completes. Okay. Up to now, whatever I revised all the important topics from module number 1. In the next second video, I revise all these questions for you. Thank you. Please revise in this direction so that you can get good marks. Thank you. Have a nice day. All the best for shortly coming preparatory test 1 examination on CPS by BLD's College of Engineering and Technology, Vijaypur. Myself, Chidanand Eskutur from Computer Science and Engineering Department. Hello, thank you. Have a nice day. Take care. All the best for examination.